people of the internet! Yes, I am back with another video. I know it's been a really long time. Here I am, yay! I'm planning to make more videos now that I've got a proper setup, and I'm planning to put out videos every 2 weeks rather than every year. What I wanted to talk to you about today is, drum roll, I am vegan.
Yay!
Yeah, I am the only person other than my partner. So, today's episode is going to be what kind of questions I normally get as a vegan. As soon as I say, hey, I'm vegan, these are the questions that I get hit with. You would think people wouldn't really care what you ate, wouldn't you? Number one, what do you eat? And I say, oh my god, everything. I probably eat more than you guys do. So I have a lot of people come up to me as soon as I say I'm vegan, they go, oh my god, it must be so hard. Usually the ones that have never gone vegan say that it's really hard. So the first thing I say to them is I probably eat a whole range of things that you've never even heard of. There are so many things that I eat. There are a Linda McCartney range that do sausages and pulled pork and pulled chicken. Obviously they're all alternative meats. A lot of people ask me what are actually in the meat-free products that I buy. I've got a few things here that I just wanted to show you. So, beef burger style meat-free thing. Onion puree, rapeseed oil, soya protein, concentrate, chickpea flour, yeast extract, stabilizer, tomato puree, onion powder, garlic puree, garlic powder, tomato powder, black pepper, white pepper, barley malt extract, salt, dextrose, and that's it. The bulk of it will be the soy protein, which is 59%. A lot of the time you can get nut roasts or sort of like a turkey roast for big dinners and things like that, for Sunday dinners. Most sauces are vegan, so you can use the sauce that you would marinate your pulled pork in or your steaks in or anything like that. You can use that with your vegan alternative and it will taste very, very, very close. A lot of the other stuff obviously is vegetables and things that you guys eat. Now for dairy, there are some alternatives of cheese, soy cheese, pizzas as well. You can get vegan pizzas and you will be able to find a fast food restaurant that will do them. So this is a sunflower spread and it's dairy and gluten free as well. So, you know. Talking about dairy, I use soy. I find it crazy that people ask me what I eat when most meat eaters have never looked at an ingredient on the back of the package, ever. A lot of the time when people ask me what do I eat, I go, well, do you know what you eat? On to question number 2, because I've rambled quite a lot on that. Question number 2 is protein, protein, protein. Where do you get your protein? So, shock horror, protein is actually in everything, like everything. Protein is in broccoli, it is in peas, which is quite a high content. I never knew how high content a pea would be. Never thought I'd say that. People are worried that I will have a protein deficiency when I'm older, or that I will slowly wither away and die. So I've been vegan for a year, and as you can see, I haven't died. I haven't died yet. I'm quite well, actually. If you are somebody who is deficient from not getting enough protein, it's also because you're deficient in a lot of other areas. It's actually really rare to have protein deficiency, and we live in a world where we have so much excess that 30% of the world's population is obese. So obviously I get all of my protein from plants. Peas have 5 grams of protein. Sweet corn has 3.2 grams of protein. Broccoli has 2.8 grams of protein. A potato has 2 grams of protein. And peanut butter, a whopping 25 grams of protein. My Linda McCartney sausages, 32 grams of protein if you have 4 of them. And that's more than a steak. And finally, my brown lentils that I use to cook with, especially for cottage pie. Oh, it's a whopping 100 grams of protein. So yeah, that's where I get my protein from. From a day-to-day perspective, most people in their lives don't worry about where their protein comes from. I don't think anyone has ever asked a friend or a co-worker, oh yeah, where do you get your protein from? Only if you're vegan or maybe a bodybuilder. Question number 3, because again I've rambled. But we're omnivores, we're top of the food chain. What about a lion? A lion eats meat. Yeah, but look at our teeth. We have canines. If we didn't eat meat, we wouldn't be here today. Through looking into our Paleolithic ancestors' feces and digestion, on an evolutionary perspective, we evolved due to an increase of calories. Evidence is showing that those calories and increase in energy and function is coming from fibrous foods such as root vegetables, potatoes, yams, things that they were probably starting to grow themselves. So if we look at our teeth and jaw, we're actually completely different from an omnivore and a carnivore if you put them together. We have the ability to grind our food like cows and horses, whereas obviously dogs, cats, they go up and down, same as lions, bears. Even though bears are actually, they eat fruit as well as meat, so they're also omnivores and they only go up and down. We do not have protein receptors on our tongues like carnivores and omnivores do. The intestinal tract for herbivores are very, very long and winding and layered. Our intestinal tract is long and widening as well. We sit on the herbivore range rather than the carnivore range, as the carnivores normally have a very, very short intestinal tract so that the meat passes through quickly because they're just eating protein. They don't need a long time to digest the food. They can pick up all the nutrients. Another real interesting fact that I found out was that we cannot live off sort of a meat diet on its own 100% healthily, and well, we cannot do it. We can live off a plant-based diet 100% healthily and naturally. Another thing that I actually came across, somebody made a really, really interesting point which I'd never ever thought of before. When you're looking at like baby cows and baby chickens and baby pigs, and we find them extremely cute and adorable, like we find most baby animals really cute and adorable, like puppies and kittens. With omnivores and carnivores, they find them obviously more of a target. They go for the babies, they go for the vulnerable, weak and young. Whereas psychologically, for us, we do not find babies and young animals more tasty looking. We find them cute and vulnerable and we always want to take care of them. La 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 la. Question 4. What about B12? What about calcium? So B12, we normally get that from lots and lots of different things, including cereal. You can get supplements for B12 if you really are worried about it. Rudely interrupted. Hello. Although he bought me a coffee. Come and sit. Can I have some of that?
Yeah.
Where did you get this?
Starbucks?
Starbucks. It's just bought back from Starbucks and it's suitable for vegetarians and vegans. So you can actually go out and buy things. It's just limited, so...
One of the worst to start with was like if you go to sort of generic shops and you go to the sandwich bit in the fridge, like the lunchy stuff, there's usually not a lot of choice. It's vegetarian and normal, but all of the vegetarian will have cheese or mayonnaise or something in it. Other than that, it's not that hard. You enjoying my lunch there?
Oh. Give me some. Oh, God.
How bad is that? You found out that my lunch was spicy before I did. At Starbucks, the new thing now is that they've got like soy milks and almond milks and stuff like that.
I'm eating up all of it.
Can I have this back now?
Yeah.
I've had one bite.
I've only got one point about dairy, and that is when we drink cow's milk or have any sort of cow's products, that's very, very acidic. So when we add things to our body that's very, very acidic, our body tries to balance the pH back out. The body takes calcium phosphate from our bones to balance out that pH, and we end up peeing out our calcium phosphate. Cow's milk and dairy products are usually very, very bad for our bones in general. Soy milk actually has a 45% calcium content, which is 15% higher than it is in cow's milk. Guess what question 5 is? If you were on a desert island.
Oh, yeah, but if you were on a desert island and there was pigs on the island, would you eat the pigs?
To survive.
And depending on how this question is asked to you, there's various smart answers that you can do. If you're on a desert island, would you eat the pigs? No, I'd eat what the pigs are eating.
Oh! They envision you sitting on a small piece of sand with a palm tree and a pig sitting next to you. If it was true, hypothetically, I'd probably fish first. When you're asking a vegan, it's what would you eat? But when you're asking a normal person, it's what would you do to keep your sanity?
Well, it's usually what CDs would you take with you?
Why would you want to kill your only source of companionship?
Yeah. The bare bones of the desert island question is always, like, if you had to eat meat like, if you were in some sort of situation where you had to eat meat, otherwise you were going to die.
And obviously we'd eat meat.
Then obviously. I'd eat meat. There's not a membership card that you get revoked if you break the rules.
Superpowers!
It's just you just do as best as you can.
The most important thing about being a vegan is being as vegan as you can, as the world will let you. Question 6 was going to be, plants have feelings too, and did you know that when you mow the lawn, the grass puts out a pheromone to other grass to tell them that they're being murdered? Anything with a nervous system has the ability to feel pain. And that argument of sentience, I don't believe that a carrot has sentience. It doesn't have a brain. It doesn't have a nervous system as such. It can't feel pain. But it's a silly question anyway. Stupid. Oh, it's your phone.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
So everybody, that was it. I know it was a bit rushed and a bit all everywhere, but I am new to this again. It's been a whole year since I did it last time, so I'm a little bit rusty on it, but hopefully I'll see you again in 2 weeks. See you later. Bye. Oh my god, it's snowing. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Oh my god, you have to see this. It's snowing so much. I can't believe how amazing that is. Oh, I have not changed at all. I'm clapping. I don't know why I'm clapping. I'm so excited. However.